you can't keep it. Who do you give it to? So I can give it to anyone. I was like, they're not insinuating that you give it to them. They're like, no. I was like, because I mean, otherwise that's why they would choose.
That would be a cult.
Brian gives it to him.
Yeah.
Was he going into file? He's trying to become a priest.
I don't know. It's he's joining Stinian. Yeah. And I
Tom
think
was just about to say pedophile.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to
Brian, he doesn't
That-
have toys, right, or anything.
David was
It's a
like,
society.
any itch figure arts?
Polyamorous.
Dave's like, what's his Facebook name? What's his IG profile? Message him.
yeah. So anyway, no, it's crazy shit.
Does he have any for these two troopers?
You know, you
Gotta
never
give
know.
up all
Life,
material possessions.
life takes you in some crazy directions sometimes.
Yeah, look where I am now on Tuesday night with you guys.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Bottom of the bottom.
Nice.
Dave, what's that
Hey!
green? What's that green hook you had in your mouth? What's that?
Oh, it was a light.
Oh.
Just a portable light.
This
Oh,
checks his ass.
I thought it was the emergency abortion.
oh God. Jesus.
Shit.
Hook him out.
Oh man, that's terrible. All right, what's up, guys? What's up, everybody, and welcome to the newest podcast coming at you each and every single week here on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. Welcome to episode 33 of Breaking the Mold. You can also find the audio version of this podcast on iTunes and Google Play. Please remember to subscribe, leave a 5-star review. It really helps the show out. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's absolutely free, will not cost a thing. And remember to hop into the live chat below. We're going to be shouting out members of the chat squad during the course of this live stream.
Participate.
Get in there. Chop it up, guys. Chop it up. Tonight's episode of Breaking the Mold is sponsored by Crashbox Customs, the official Mezco supplier of the Realm Collectors. Visit Crashbox Customs on social media for all your Mezco 112 needs. Be sure to mention the word Realm when ordering. You'll get a surprise gift with your purchase. I believe he has a Netflix Daredevil available for pre-order, so hit him up and get your pre-orders in while you can. And also, don't forget, guys, that the Rockbox pre-orders are live at realmofcollectors.com. You have the choice of getting it shipped to you, or you could pick it up in person at the International Realm of Collectors meetup happening during TFCon Chicago 2018. We're offering you a choice of white or black for the included t-shirt, and if you can't decide on the color, you can order both shirts in one box for one killer deal. So that's pretty awesome. To those that will be picking up their box in Chicago, each pre-order will also give you 2 entries into the Agabucks.com $200 raffle. Just a note, you know, you have to win the prize. You have to be going to TFCon Chicago 2018 because that's when the prize will be drawn and the winner will be announced. So get your pre-orders in. You'll get 2 entries into that giveaway at TFCon Chicago. Single shirt rock boxes are $50 picked up at the show or $60 shipped domestic here in the continental U.S. Double shirt rock boxes are $75 picked up at the show, $85 shipped here in the U.S. Contact Pinkerton if you're nasty for international shipping rates. All right, hit them up for that. Pre-orders are going to be live on the website till September 3rd or until we're sold out, either or. And we're pretty much a little bit over 50% sold through our inventory. So get your pre-orders in while you can. Don't wait on that, guys.
Yeah, I think we're like over 60% now.
Don't
look at that. My
sleep
numbers
on
are
it.
behind.
Get it.
Don't sleep.
Get it.
Get it.
That
I'm
person.
Harrigan BX. Let's say what's up to the rest of the crew.
MBX.
Let's say what's up.
What's up?
Energon Addict. How you doing tonight, Pop?
Yo, what up? Happy
Is that-
Tuesday.
Is that Frosty's a snowman that you're
Happy
playing with?
Tuesday. What are you playing with over there? What is that?
This is a Play Arts Kai Stormtrooper.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Kai.
Ooh.
Is it
You're branching out?
He's
I had bought this a while back. I just I've been fussing with my shit, so I brought it down to fuck around with it a little bit.
fucking with the stuff?
It's pretty cool. I'm a stormtrooper and I'm cool. Yeah, look at me.
That shit looks dope. I like the way they stylize it.
Yeah, it is dope. The only thing is, like, I was looking into getting possibly another one, but there's so many knockoffs of them out. I'm almost tempted just to say, you know what, I'll buy one, see if it's any good, you know, not to spend all the money that it costs for a stormtrooper, you know. But
yeah, those things are retailing for like 150, like the other figures are.
I think you can get these for between like 80 and 100, if I'm correct. I could be wrong though. I really haven't looked into it. When I bought it, I think I paid close to that. So that was probably like 6 months ago.
Yeah, because their prices have gone up. So I think they're just anything you get from them now is like 150. I don't think before, like the older Play Arts Kai, when they had all the different scales and stuff, you could, you know, get some for pretty cheap, you know, 40, 50, $60. But now prices are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I've only fucked with this one. I have the Boba Fett too. I haven't really fucked with that one. And they're pretty dope, man. No, I don't have that one.
Yeah, that was
that's another one. That one was so hard to get that, you know, anything that you saw was possibly a KO. So you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, didn't we see one at a show?
We saw one at Toy Con, and I was kind of hesitant to buying it because you don't know, like you said, you don't know whether it's legit or a KO.
I mean, there's a bunch of tips. You know, they tell you look in the corner of the box, look for the insignia. But now they're putting the insignia on the boxes. Then you got like a press stamp, like, you know, like a number stamp, but it's not like digital. It's actually pressed into the box. And there's another few ways to tell too, but I just want to know if the fucking thing can stand up and hold a pose. Like, you know, if it's a KO, it's a KO, but it's a good one. You know, I'm just saying.
Do you have a lot of those? Like, how have you bought like
two.
a lot of Play Arts before? Oh, okay.
I just have to.
Cool. I wish I would have gotten in on them when they came out.
Yeah, they're pretty dope. They have Star Wars. I think they only have Maul, Vader, the Stormtrooper, and Boba. I don't think they did anything after that.
Don't they do those samurai things?
No, that's
Fig Arts, right?
That's Bandai.
Mashi.
Yep. Which look cool as fuck. All right. Next up, we got G Money. What's going on, man?
What's up? I'm coming to you guys. Pinkerton's not the only one who can broadcast from a hotel room. So I'm coming to you via the Home 2 Suites in Hilton in Albany, New York tonight. So
Albany.
Great stuff.
Nice.
Yes.
Shout out to that good Wi-Fi. You're not skipping or cutting out or anything. You're good to go.
We'll see. We'll see how long it works. Yeah,
how long you been there, Gary?
He's the only one in the hotel.
I drove up on Sunday.
Oh, yeah? So have you had a chance to check out the town?
No, not at all. I actually was working at my new assignment the last 2 days, and I'll get to see a little bit tomorrow when I'm going to do some house hunting and stuff in the area and try and get some ideas of a place to live. You know,
gotta find the right pizza place. So you better go try some pizza before you find out where you want to live.
I'll have to ask.
No, you have to go try a slice at every place.
Oh. You've never seen me eat pizza, apparently, because when I do, it's not just a slice, right, Dave?
Yeah. It's like if you want your pizza, you better lick it before Gary gets to
it. Sneeze on it. I remember we had to do that shit back in the day in fucking school, man. Because if you ever got up from the fucking lunch table for any reason, the fucking food was getting fucked with.
Yeah,
you just couldn't do it.
You just take it with you. Well, fucking.
That shit just brought back a flashback. That's so funny. All right, so you're in Albany. How long are you gonna be there?
I'm here Thursday. I'll drive back home, kind of stop at my old assignment store Thursday, wrap up a few things there, maybe Friday morning, and get myself ready for the meetup in New Jersey. So I'll turn around and make the drive partially back up this direction on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a lot of good stuff. It's just it's a lot of road time. So luckily the Cool Network has plenty of podcasts to catch up on anything I've missed. I think I'm caught up on everything in the car.
Nice. All right, sweet. It's gonna be a lot of traveling this week, but it'll be worth it when the weekend arrives.
It's almost
Definitely.
here.
Yep.
Almost here. Almost here. All right. Next up, the analyzer, Brian Brank. How you?
I'm good. Just as I mentioned, just getting excited for this weekend. I'm off on Friday, so that's 2 more days of work. 2 more days. And the last 2 went really fast. So I'm hoping the next 2 go really fast. And
that is true. Monday and Tuesday did fly by.
And all my merch is packed and priced, so I don't have to scramble around.
Why don't you come over here and price and pack my shit?
Dom's having a fire sale.
You don't want Brian pricing your shit.
I know. Yeah, well, so I know what go though, so I want to bring it back.
Yeah, me too. I do not want to bring anything back. But so the only thing I gotta do now is do some laundry and make sure I am supplied. But we will talk about that a little later, I think. And yeah, man. So that's it. This weekend was good. I don't know. I'm tired of this fucking heat, and yeah.
All right.
But that's the summer.
Wish I was as prepared for the weekend as you were. I got no work done on that front this past weekend. Just didn't do it.
Slacker.
All right. Yeah, I know. All right. Next up, Big Dom. How are you?
How you doing, guys?
What's up?
Hi, Dom.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello, gentlemen. Hello.
Have you recovered from vacation? Like, are you back in the groove?
Slowly creeping back. Wish I was still on vacation, but you have to come back to the real world.
Of course.
Do cookies exist in the real world, Dom?
Fuck no. Actually, you know what? I got a cookie tonight, Brian, just for you. I was thinking about you, and I picked up a cookie.
Oh, that's good.
I gotta get back. I'm gonna get back on my diet once the show's over. Because Dave said I can't be a pussy over the weekend. He wants me to eat real food.
That's word for word exactly what I said too.
He said it. He's like, don't be a pussy this weekend, Dom. You gotta eat some fucking food.
I got back on the wagon last week, like on Friday. So yeah, this thing started getting a little out of control. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes it just gets carried away. It's so easy. So easy. But this weekend, I went to the Crayola factory this weekend. Yes. Hung out at the Crayola factory. Took out my niece. We drove out to PA. Our intentions were to go to Sesame Place, but it was raining on Saturday. So we ended up doing a detour and went to the Crayola factory, which was packed. Like it's 4 floors of awesomeness, but there was like about 500 people in that building. It was just really crazy.
What was the craziest color you saw?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. They had like a little molding stations, and they have all these activities. They have like a jungle gym in the middle of the floor 4 that goes all over the place. Like, it was just crazy.
Did they have like a ball pit of crayons? Because that would be pretty.
No, they didn't. They had like wax hand. They have like those wax hands and
wax offs.
Yeah, like. And then they had like this waterworks area where you can push a boat down, a crayon boat down in water. It's all crazy stupid shit.
Waterworks too now?
Yeah.
This sounds like, I don't know.
What do you sound like?
Don't sound like Crayola Land or whatever you fucking went to. Sounds like you went to the back of the fucking porn store.
Dude, it's fucking Crayola factory, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then
did you enjoy like your time there, or was it just something that the kids can enjoy? That's
my nephew and my niece had a ball, but it's pretty much like you're an adult, you're just walking around making sure the kids are having a good time, but that's about it.
Okay, all right.
But
so you gotta take it on the chin for now.
Yeah, right. And then we headed out later. That we headed out to, I don't know, it's a big ass sporting goods store. I forgot what the name is.
Everything you're saying,
Cabela's, yeah, Cabela's. It has like stuffed animals galore. Like they have a museum of like Africa, museum of the like Alaska, and all the like polar bears and fucking deers and
dude, those are
everything.
Those are the decoys that hunters used to practice with.
No, they said it was real stuffed animals. It's scary.
Real stuffed animals, like real animals stuffed.
Yeah.
Like taxidermy.
Oh,
Yeah,
like I was
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
you
yeah.
meant like teddy bears or something.
No. Like,
You said about teddy bears too.
So
like half the store has guns and rifles and
Yes.
like it's just ridiculous. It's a big like sporting goods store, I guess
Yeah,
you
it's
could
like
say.
it's an outdoor store. Yeah.
Yeah, outdoor store, camping supplies. They had like a cafeteria upstairs. They had a fucking float plane hanging from the ceiling. Crazy shit.
What was the coolest stuffed animal you saw in there?
They had a polar bear. They had lions. They had an elephant.
tigers and bears. Oh my!
Dom brought his own Care Bear with him, so that was his favorite.
Nobody laughed at that, Gary. Nobody laughed at that.
I guess not.
Sorry.
I was trying to
Try.
I gave you a chuckle.
I'll try.
I gave it to you.
But it was fun. And then Sunday we went to we just hung out at Bradley Beach, so just did some
Nice.
walking around and went to dinner and had some ice cream. I had some ice cream, Brian.
Nice.
So it was good. It was a nice, calm weekend.
Nice. Sweet. All right.
But I am excited for NJCC, so we're gonna have fun.
Yes.
I think this is like the calm before, because we know it's coming, right? So it's like
It's gonna be crazy.
we're saving our energy.
Yay!
Yeah.
Save your energy. Yeah.
Conserve human.
Good.
Conserve.
Well, Dom's gonna be fucking sitting down all weekend, so he doesn't have
Exactly.
to conserve much energy.
Ooh.
Dude, I'm not helping
low
any of
blow.
Dom's.
I'm sorry.
I'm not helping any of Dom's customers this
Yeah,
year.
me either. I'm just gonna
I'm the one that's gonna be next to him.
I'm just gonna sell his shit and put it in my back pocket and give it to him at the end of the night and be like, I
Yep.
gave a deal 3 for $35 on this one,
Yep.
2 for $40 on this. Sitting down, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm next to Dom too. So Dom, just give me a fucking price list for everything, because when somebody asks me, I
Or here's a tip,
Yeah, it's a
Dom.
phone.
Let's not set your shit up in a fucking wall so you can't see anybody that comes up to try to do business with you.
Okay. So you guys want to? You're the one that's dishing some shit out. Okay, let's talk about what you're bringing. Maybe you're gonna bring a car, or you're gonna bring one bag of stuff. It's like one little bag. What do you bring? What do you bring?
I'll bring one little bag. That's
You
it.
got one little bag.
Dom's pulling his dick out right now.
Dude,
Dom's pulling his dick out.
Okay. And
it's
then
not,
by 4 o'clock, you're gonna be tired. You'll be like, "Oh, dude, I had to log this fucking bag of toys and put it on this table, and I'm tired at 4 o'clock.
oh,
Where's
That's
my
funny
dinner?
to me.
Where's my
Wait.
fucking dinner?"
Dave,
I'm
where's the
tired.
ruler?
I gotta
Where's the
eat
ruler,
now.
Dave?
Guys, be like, it's time for 6th meal. It's
exactly. So
Yeah, right.
let's talk about why I get tired.
Well, you get tired.
Why do I? Let's see. Not only do I drive 4 hours to come hang out with you.
I don't know why you do that. That's your fault.
Well,
I love it.
Where's
It's not
it going,
me.
Gary? Where's it going, Gary? Where's it going, Gary?
no, it's okay. Listen, it's about the quality of the merchandise that you bring to the table,
I see.
and not just a bunch of random things, So
And I'm pretty sure I'm buying half of what you're bringing anyway, Gary.
yeah, I know actually.
That's two items.
And his other stuff is already sold to the rest of us.
Fucking dumb. Just wait till someone asks, how much is this Marvel Legend? Oh, $10.
Yeah. Stay away from my
$10.
fucking table.
I want you.
Too big.
I'm gonna call the Walgreens LP person and tell them to come check out the box displays that you somehow finagled from them. And be like, I don't think this guy paid for this stuff. I
Don't
think he
be
just
mad.
somehow
Don't
walked
be
out
mad.
with it.
Don't be mad, Gary. Don't be mad.
Yeah, I could see Dom camping out in the back of the dumpsters and saying, "Ooh, look, I found another display case. It's gonna be good."
You're horrible, dude. It's horrible.
Oh man,
That's okay.
Sorry, Dom.
He's all talk now until he needs a Diet Pepsi. And then he sees someone like leaving the table, and then he's practically begging you
Fuck
to bring him back
you.
a fucking
You
Diet
son
Pepsi.
of a bitch. Dude. I should have charged you rent for how many times you sat in the back of my fucking table at fucking TF Con. You son of a bitch. You came back there and you ate lunch.
Wait, you didn't charge him?
I should have charged him. Ads.
There?
No, dude. I charge fucking GD. I didn't charge you, Gary.
Yeah, thanks.
You know?
Oh man. We're giving you all the dirty laundry tonight.
Listen, I'm gonna have to stand in between these two during the weekend.
Where's your fucking table, Gary? You better be on across the way from me.
I'm sharing my table. I have so much stuff down. I have to share my table. So
Oh, sharing is caring.
Dave will be there. No, I'll have to talk Dave off the ledge too. Every time someone tries to offer him money, the customers are like, "I want to give you this money for your item," and he's like, "I don't think so."
I just put it.
That's
he
somebody
puts it back
already,
under the table.
Somebody already bought that. Who? Me.
Yeah.
What's on your table? That's exactly right.
I forgot.
Dave's the only seller that the customers negotiate upwards, and he still declines their purchase. Seriously. How much is this? Oh, I'm asking 40. Okay, well, actually 45. All right, I'll take it. No, I meant 50. Actually, I don't think I want to sell it. It's been in a box in my attic for the last 7 months. I'm very attached to this item.
Oh God!
And then when he comes back on Sunday, he tells his wife, he's like, "Lauren, I couldn't get rid of it. It just didn't sell."
No, he comes back with more shit because he's got a bunch of pickups scheduled. So he comes back with the same stuff plus more, and then he has to walk it into the house quietly.
It's like TF Connery hiding shit in his garage.
But JD, here's the problem: is now he's got stuff to display. So that his wife has seen what the displays look like, so she's gonna know when there's more stuff up there.
Maybe.
That's no hiding anymore.
I mean,
Yeah.
Does she really keep track of everything you have?
I mean,
No.
They all do.
Exactly.
They all do.
No, we
No.
saw that storage room. You could just be like, "Hey, it was back in that corner of that room."
Ever rotating stock.
Push
Those
the
are
tin out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Quit sleeping on my play arts cot.
Yo, I'm gonna give him that castle Grayskull. See how he's gonna hide that shit.
Wait, what?
Oh, that shit is huge. That fucking box. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that was great.
I'm learning a lot about myself tonight. It's interesting. It's like self-reflection, but not me. Like it's you guys. Oh, shit.
Oh shit! So funny, so funny. All right, JD.
So how much
Through all
money's on
that.
the? So how much money is on it if I stand the whole fucking Saturday show? How much money are you gonna give me? Gary?
100. I'll bet 100 right now that you don't.
That I won't.
There's no way you could stand up.
Oh, look at this.
Dude, there's no offense.
Too. He knows that's a winning bet. So don't take.
I can't stand up for this whole show. So if I can't stand up for this whole show, then
If I stand up in the front of my display, which is the corner of that damn soapbox that we're set up.
What are you trying to scare the customers away now?
No,
Don't bother.
Fuck you.
Just fucking be there,
Fuck
all right?
you.
he's got one of those.
Somebody
He's
asks for
gonna,
help. Be ready.
Yo, does it
What?
count? Does it count if I put Dave on all fours and I sit on his back?
Still a chair.
that's just a normal Thursday for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what Dave over time.
No, really. Dom's gonna show up with these gigantic '90s style, parachute pants because he's got that little chair. It's gonna be inside the pants, like that little device that
Yeah, Gary, why don't you just bring what you know it's gonna sell? Bring that Hulkbuster, and then that definitely will sell.
Dude, that Hulkbuster is not selling at NJCC. No offense to anybody, but
I'll buy
that product isn't moving there.
You never know. You never know.
never know.
That's
dude. You
true.
never know.
That's true. But yeah,
You might find that
I got some
outlier,
good stuff.
You know?
You might get a rock swap situation going on there.
Some good stuff.
Mhm. Oh God.
We're not just talking about the wives either.
Oh shit.
JD, I've
That's
been
it.
trying to introduce you
Yeah.
for a few minutes.
Jose just made it very interesting. That's all.
Yeah.
I think Brian wins on that.
Yeah, he does.
I've been playing this whole time though. You guys haven't started yet.
Dude, one's enough.
You've been playing the whole time. Uh oh.
I mean, Dom. When he's not home,
Oh God.
Gary, when he's upstate.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in Albany.
JD, I won't say JD because JD's new love. He'll get real mad.
Yeah, he's new. Wait a month. Wait a month.
Oh.
Jose, she wasn't sick yesterday. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
I thought my sex doll smelled funny the other day.
Gary, that gives Eskimo Brothers.
Now you got to say what it smelled like, though.
Yeah.
What it smelled like.
Why does it smell like Dave? How do you know what Dave smells like?
I don't know.
An empanada.
I don't want to insult you.
Oh,
Beef, chicken, or fish?
it smells like fresh cut grass.
Oh, jeez.
We're being savages today.
How you doing tonight, bro?
Get it out. I'm good.
It's your time. Your time, JD. Now it's your turn.
Thanks, Tom. I'm glad you could give up like 3 minutes.
No problem.
Or I'm in it so far.
That's good.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm good. It was a long weekend. Helped my mom move and pack and all this shit. And then we took a little trip to IKEA yesterday.
Did you help your mom move into your basement?
No.
You couldn't spare a deep golf?
Roles reverse.
She has her own deep golf.
So you went to IKEA, did you? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Get the meatballs?
No. We ate before we went. So, yeah, we ended up with a truck full of billies, and I needed some shelves for. Chan's been painting a room, like my dining room, or what we're using as my dining room right now. She's been painting that, so she's like, let's go to IKEA. I'm like, for what?
Is there going to be a dining room table in your dining room or no?
There is. The table that I had up here in my toy room, the medieval looking thing that had my computer sitting on it. I took that down there.
Oh, okay.
Hence, I'm on the floor on a beanbag chair.
Oh.
Ah.
I thought it was going to be like a 40K table with a glass top or something.
It's a pretty awesome table, though. But we got some billies. We were up to like 7:30 this morning building shelves.
What?
Yeah.
And then you went to lay carpet afterwards, right?
Well, maybe. That's that.
Brian says with such a straight face.
Yeah.
It's gotta be dry.
Let's see. Man, when you
He's
went
thinking
to
it.
IKEA, yeah, I was trying to think of something. Is there one near you, like in the Harrisburg area?
Baltimore.
Wow, you went all the way down to Baltimore.
Yeah, it's only an hour. It was like an hour and 20 minutes.
Nice.
Dude, the drive back was scary because we took my vehicle, and because it's lifted the way it is,
Riding low.
Everyone that we put in, like, they had to be angled up towards the windshield, like they barely fit. So I'm driving like this, like there's a billy right here. There's like 4 of them right here, and then she has her seat up the whole way, and then there's another billy on the other side of her.
So JD, can you tell people like what you drive? Like, do they know?
I don't know. An FJ Cruiser that's lifted like 6 inches, has 35-inch tires.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So it's like the most like non-visible vehicle to begin with, with like no visibility out of anywhere. Out of that
Actually,
thing.
you can see really good. I see really good at home, but last night not so much. So she said every time I threw another billy in, she saw the ass end of that thing sink like 3 inches. So it just kept going down and kept going down, and yeah. So like I was driving like 55, 60. I would not go over like the speed limit, because like every time we went around a bend, I just felt the weight of that thing shift one way. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, we're gonna flip this fucking thing.
God forbid you'd have to slam on the brakes. You have billies flying through your windshield.
Yeah, that too.
Back here.
But it was fun. It was interesting. My butthole was puckered very tight on that drive home. But we made it, and then we were up all night and all morning building shelves. So
Get that Allen wrench working.
She loves you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Did you get the chocolate Billy?
What's
the what?
what's not to love?
The chocolate one.
It's not the love.
Chocolate Billy.
The chocolate brown.
Yeah. The
Isn't that what they're called?
black brown is what they call it. Yeah.
Black brown.
Yeah.
I like chocolate brown. Jose, how was your weekend, man?
It was good. Lazy weekend, just like last time. Should have been getting NJCC ready, but I didn't.
Did you go through any more nooks and crannies in your house and pull out Transformers like out of the ice cube?
High school.
I did not.
Dude, Senya goes to the fridge and like gets ice out of the door and like chug parts come falling out.
He's got a legend in the battery compartment on his remote control.
It's Beachcomber.
Why is this pillow so funky? The dog dish underneath. Fucking.
Next time I go to Gary's house, I know where to look for treasure. Look in the remote. Look under the dog.
This gave everything away.
That's right.
It's like, go dig in the litter box, Brian. I promise you'll find, treasure.
And I'll find the chocolate I'm looking for, I'm sure.
That's fucked up.
Oh man, maybe he'll find the golden wrapper. Weekend, but I did do some work towards getting verbally challenged up on YouTube and converting the audio to video to upload. So it was a little bit of a learning experience, but started working on that and gonna get the rest of them up in a timely fashion. But other than that, just watch some movies and just chilled out, Netflix and chilled basically here with Jesse. So
did you
and
watch on season 8?
I did not. No, I'm sober. I'm still like on season 2. Like I never finished up season 2, so I'm behind. But I'm glad I got a lot of content to binge there because everybody's saying it's fucking good, especially that last season. So yeah, I wish I could watch that kind of stuff with Jessie, but she's not into the tunes or anything. Like if I try to watch it, she'll just get up and tune out. You know what I'm saying? So we were just watching stuff together. So a couple of crap movies, a couple of decent ones too, so it was all right. It was cool. And JCC, man, like we got that coming up this weekend. I didn't do much to prepare because you know what? Honestly, I got like a lot of the stuff is still in the boxes from the last show. So pretty much I already have a couple of things I know I'm going to bring. So the rest of the new things that are going to be coming with me, I don't really have much to do. It's basically just putting it in the pile and then carrying it to the car once I have the rental Saturday morning. So that's about it. And work week is going by pretty quick so far. Monday and Tuesday flew by, so I'm hoping the rest of the week goes like that so we get to chill, have a good time. So man, you guys fucking exhausted me with that. We'll banter back and forth. So all right, we're going to be talking about NJCC in a little bit, guys, but before we get into the details of that, just conventions in general, let's go round robin on this because we've all been to plenty of conventions. So what tips and tricks can you share with the audience watching and listening on how to navigate like these type of conventions? Does anybody want to chime in? Dom, I know you probably had some things to say.
Just like especially if it's your first convention or like any type of like large convention or even mom and pop conventions, just shop around. Don't go too don't go too crazy. Yeah, I know it's boring. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Santa.
Santa.
Yeah, you look like Santa on his off season. with all the facial hair you have on growing.
Good looking dude.
Good looking dude. I like just to shop around and like I like getting here early just so I could see if there's any good deals going on, stuff like that. Typically on larger conventions, if you're not there early, the deals will go fast, and you'll hear somebody saying that they got this for this price or whatever the case may be.
In your experience, you found retailers like conventions like at the early time they do have sales? I would always think it's always like the last day of a convention you could get.
I wouldn't say like they were not having sales. It's just a certain dealers that may be pricing things that they might not know what the going price is.
Oh,
Dave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just stop at Dave's fucking table and
listen. It's not that I don't know what things go for. It's just that I'm not going to hold on to something that I don't want.
True. So you'll find dealers like that. Right. So
Okay.
You never, Jose. You don't pay attention to Dom,
of a poor vendor that has something underpriced. That's what you're saying.
You guys never paid attention to him at the beginning of the show?
What?
He's never walked so fast in his life. This dude. Yeah. He's like he goes through the whole thing and scopes it out like the fucking predator from a tree, fucking scoping out prey. I've never seen a man that big go that fucking fast through a fucking. That's what he does,
dude.
So your tip is go through this shit as fast as you can and look for what you want.
Exactly.
Hopefully you'll find it.
Hopefully you find it.
Right.
Have your top 5 things that you're looking for. Scan the tables and see if they're there. If not there, then you go take a closer look.
Yeah, I was about to say, make sure you have a list, because you'll forget something, and it'll give you an idea of how much money that you want to bring, and then once you figure that out, double it.
Yeah. Oh, just kidding. And even as a dealer, like I've seen sometimes a customer will come back to me because they'll see an item on my table or see an item on another table, and they would buy that item from another dealer or my table, and then all of a sudden walk 2 tables over, and then they see it for a lesser value. So it's like, just be smart. Like there's going to be a lot of stuff. A lot of people are having the same stuff, so do your shopping. Do your shopping,
and pay attention to what he just said there. They went and bought it at Dom's table.
No,
and they went to someone else's table and saw it. That's right.
Dude, I saw the vice versa happen. Don't fuck around. Like one time, a guy came to my table, saw an item that he bought $5 more from another table. So it's just do your shopping. Usually I tell him to go to. Usually I'll tell him to go back to the other dealer and tell him to get your money back and then come buy my shit. But that's
dude, that's a little faux pas, like to buy something from someone at a show and then come back like, is there 30-day returns on this?
I've done it. Like some guy actually came back to me and asked me if he can, he found it cheaper, and I felt bad, so no problem. I gave him his money back. I gave him his money back, and he went to. It was a big item though, so he was getting a good deal from somebody else. So I really didn't want to rain on his parade and say, oh no, too bad you're lost, whatever the case may be. But so I returned his money, and he went ahead and bought it for the deal that he was looking for.
Dude,
I wouldn't really have the balls to do some shit like that. Like I feel like if I bought it, I bought it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's it. Like I committed. That's it. You just fucking commit. I'm not gonna fucking cry because it's $10 cheaper. I'd be like, fuck, I should have walked the convention. Like that's actually one of my tips is always just kind of big or small. Just try to walk the whole show if you can before you make any purchases, because before you fall into that trap of buying something for more money than you had to pay for it. At the last Toy Con in Parsippany, those are 2 big gyms, you know what I'm saying? So I took like 5 passes around that thing, and there was a ton of vendors selling Marvel Legends, and the Infinity War stuff was popular. This guy had Cap for 40, this one guy had him for 45, this one had him for 30, and then there was another vendor there that had him for $20 fucking retail price, like, you know what I'm saying? So definitely just be smart, take your time, like, don't rush, unless there's some type of exclusive item and you have to kind of pick that up quick, but just take your time, walk the show floors, and just try to keep tabs on the prices that you're seeing. So make sure that you get the best deal possible.
And
I have two thoughts. was gonna say, so yeah, so one is easy, and that's look, people that are there selling are motivated differently, and some people are trying to make a living and are doing that right for a different type of motivation, and then there'll be other people there with stuff that it's fun for them. They're selling their personal collection, they're selling doubles, so you never know. Just kind of trying to get to know maybe by conversations, who you're working with just a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the other piece of that is, like, I think it's good to walk around and look, but if you know that you're really looking for something that you can't just buy online from any regular retail store, you take a chance by leaving it there if it's the price that you want to pay, right? So everyone always says something's only worth what someone's going to pay for it. And, Dave may pay higher money for quality, and Dom may pay, more money for volume in terms of what he's getting. We all have different perspectives, but, and Dom, I know you're a smart seller for this. If someone has 4 of an item, they're not going to put all 4 out there, so you can see. So they got to create that false sense of urgency to understand. So, you could buy an item thinking it's the only one there, and then walk back around and see that seller put a second one up there. And that happens too. Or you might think you're going to find that thing at 6 different vendors, and it was at one and you missed it because someone bought it after you. So I think you kind of want to know, like, what if there's something you're looking for, know what you want to pay for you. And if you find it, you have to decide if it's worth risking it to save $5 or you get the item that you really want.
And Gary brings a valid point. Shopping is good, but like, you got to understand the product that you're looking for. If it's something that is off of retail shelves for the last 2 years, and you're like, what it's going for, and at the end of the day, you see it and it's going for 5, 10, even whatever value you feel it's a good deal. Pick it up. Don't shop around for that item, because sometimes it's probably the only one at the show. So
yep, I guarantee you, right? We'll see a dozen people with blue tiger stripe Wolverine from the current, Marvel Legends, and it's a great figure. But you might see 1 or 2 people that have the brown version from the Juggernaut wave, right, from 2 years ago.
Correct.
So you just kind of have to know what that looks like and what you're looking to get out of it for yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That definitely makes sense, especially if, like Dom said, and like you're saying, if the item is something rare, something that people are looking for, So
I got a tip.
Go ahead,
I have a tip. So, like when you go with you want to see it? So
that's a small tip.
What's the what's the finest line that those gel pens come in? Like,
Dave, show them right now. Prove them wrong.
No, don't. My eyes.
All right. You done?
Sorry, we're done.
All right. So I've witnessed this with us, right? So, we go to a convention, we're usually ROC'd out, right? We all either have an ROC same t-shirt on or a different version of one. And there's like 10, 11 of us walking around. My suggestion is, if you're in a group of people and you all know what each one of you are looking for, it's easy to do it that way too, because you can scope out the con a lot faster. When you break up and everybody's like, all right, look, I'm looking for this. If I see that, I'll holler at you. Another way that's good is we kind of did it all fucked up. I think it was me, Brian, and Dom and Gary at one point, but I had seen Jabba, right? The SDCC Jabba Black Series, and I wanted it. But the dude, I think, was asking like $80 for it at the time. And I was just like, I ain't fucking paying $80. I'm not doing it, right?
That's a fucking steal.
No, I know. But you listen. So then I sent Dom over, because I said, what's the best you can do? He's like 75. So I said, Dom, go over there and offer him $65-$70 for it. See if he grabs. Right? He came back. He's like, no. He said no. Right? And then I think I sent Brian over, and Brian's like, nah. He was like, he just said he fucking came down on the price, already for somebody else, and they didn't take it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize we all had the same t-shirt on. He's probably looking at the t-shirt and going, these guys are just trying to fucking game me. And I didn't realize it. So Dom's like, I'll go back up there again and I'll just zip up my hoodie. He won't know it's me. I was like, how do you mistake you?
The biggest guy in there.
Exactly. I was that kid that rang the bell twice on Halloween with the same costume.
I'm invisible. I don't know what the fuck you guys talking about. I'm invisible.
I'll be like, nah, Pop. pull my hood on, I'll hide my eyebrows. He won't recognize me.
Yes, I got skills.
His eyebrow.
You see these eyebrows, dude? They like
It's
they
one
fucking cover. Fuck you, JD. He's not one eyebrow.
one eyebrow, bro.
Fuck you. There's separation.
You shave it, separated.
Dude, I don't shave this. This stays. Moses part this shit. Fucking miracle.
Does look a little too clean.
I'm telling you.
Motherfuckers.
I stayed in a hotel room with this guy at TFCon, so
I know.
I know his grooming habits.
Yes.
Dropping dimes tonight.
So there's
But Dave does bring a valid point. You know, you like, especially to the point where, like, if you got friends and you're looking at a table and both of you are interested in an item, before you guys, you know, make those purchases individually, you might want to, you know, converse and see whether one of you guys can make that purchase and bundle it, and see whether the guy's going to give you a better deal if you bundle those two purchases.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing. So yeah, so if you're with your friend and you see an item that on a dealer table that you want, and you see another item, just like come back, talk, see if you can. One person could go up, grab the two items, say, if I buy these two, would you be able to knock $5, $10 off, and then you guys can get some savings on that.
But Dom, the problem is when I try and do that with you, you always want to get your item cheaper and you want me to pay full price.
Because Gary, I know you don't have any friends. You have no friends, Gary. I know it.
So I have another perspective to think about for the group real quick. And look, there is like motivation to save money, get a good value, find the hot item, all that stuff, right? There is nothing more sad and depressing to have seen someone of your friends, right, that you've gone to the show with, walk around and do 3 or 4 laps and not buy anything. And then they see their friend. So I'm going to use JD because last time at ToyCon, man, he cleaned up. He came back with like, he found this, he found that. Everyone was like, where'd you see that? He's like, oh, that guy in the corner. Where'd you get that lightsaber? Oh, that other vendor had it over there.
Oh, that lightsaber. Fucking,
right?
Yeah, that was a miracle right there.
But he looked like a freaking little kid on Christmas morning. And then those of us who hadn't bought anything are looking like, what the fuck are we doing here? This isn't any fun. I got to go find something to buy, So then you start looking, right? And you start looking at crazy impulse buys that you may or may not really want to keep. So I don't know. I just always think that's part of the fun, but it is, you can kind of see that it's not a panic is a strong word to use, but there's definitely a sense of urgency suddenly when people realize, oh, we're going to go to lunch in half an hour and we're probably going to call it a day. They got to go find something to purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, most of the time I go to these type of things, like, especially with the rock meetup. So I'm going to hook up with you guys. So I'm really not going to look for anything. And it's just, if something catches my eye and the price is right,
dude,
hey, I'll grab it.
Jose, you're the most spontaneous person I fucking know, dude. I'm not gonna go buy anything. Like the first 5 minutes of the show, you're fucking coming back with putting something underneath your table, and then like customers are going underneath your table, going, "Is that for sale?" It's like, no, I just bought that.
Well, I found something I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But like I just try to, well, like the example that Gary brought up, like just about like seeing other people buy stuff and you don't have anything. Like I usually don't feel like that so much if I didn't find anything, like because I'm going to hang out with you guys. We usually wouldn't, like I said, it's a convention that we're all together. Like in general, like a Wizard World convention or New York Comic Con or something like that. Like you're more inclined to get something because there's just so much more available to see that at a smaller like mom and pop con like this one is, So
and sorry, go Brian.
I was gonna say, speaking of things that are there for you to see. So I know how some of us older gentlemen miss the KB toy stores. We miss the old Toys R Us, right? Where you walk down an aisle and everything's chock full of merch, and it's plenty there for everyone and all that other stuff. And so one of the things I really like about these toy shows is you walk down these aisles and it's just like a bliss overload. It's fucking tables and aisles of toys as far as you can see. So if you go to one of these and you just to take some time, soak it in, and look at every single thing on the table. It's just it's something that they'll bring you back to your childhood. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, shout out to Antoine. Wear deodorant.
Yes.
Take
a shower.
There's a tip. Take a shower.
Wash
Put
your
deodorant
ass.
on.
Wash your ass. Wear some deodorant.
Get up all in
and
that.
wear some
you know.
clean clothes.
There are some interesting smells when you go, and I don't go just to toy shows. You know what I mean? Like at any convention that you go to, there are people that are not hygienically inclined. Yes, thank you.
And dude, wear clean clothes, because if you shower and you've been you put on the same shorts that you've worn every day for a month, they're gonna fucking smell.
You still smell like piss and ass.
And also too, it's in the title of tonight's show, the Con Crud. You can buy little bottles of hand sanitizer. I keep one with me all the time. Because you are digging through some shit and you don't know who's been touching that stuff and where it's been sitting in and all that other stuff. So keep your hands clean and don't touch your face.
I just lick my hands.
And definitely wash your hands before you go to lunch.
Wash your hands.
Nice.
And also like definitely in regards to deals and stuff, like also keep an eye on items that you're interested in. If it doesn't sell by the end of the show, you always, you can always find dealers willing to let things go for a little lower value because they don't want to take it home with them.
Carry it around with them.
Yeah,
Except for Dom. Dom don't give a fuck.
Don't fucking come to me at the 5 o'clock at the end of the show asking me to drop it $20 because
Dom's like, nah, fuck that. You want a toy? It's $5 more and $5 more dollars.
Dave, I got 7 mouths to feed, Dave.
I also think, listen, it's important to plan your meals and don't overlook that part either.
Gary, not everybody regimen like you. Gary's like every 25 minutes. Can we eat? Can we eat? Can we eat? Can we eat? Can we eat?
Listen, I give Dave a fair warning. He knows me well enough now in these settings that when I say it the first time, I said, "You think you want to go eat?" That he's got a 20-minute window to have made a decision and be en route to go get the food because otherwise,
Yeah, Gary starts pacing around. He starts looking at everybody all mean and angry. He's chugging at his water bottle like every 5 seconds. He's like,
"Yo, Brink, you gonna eat that granola bar or not? You gonna eat it, Gary?"
Gary's gonna be pissed if we don't bring our little snack packs that he gave us at Dustin's house. So everybody better bring your little snap pack that he gave you. Jose and fucking Dave. I'm sure you can't. I don't know whether you can find it. I know where mine is.
Yeah, it's still in the same
back of your truck.
Gave it to you.
It's in the back of the truck, still in the box.
I'm gonna see it for sale.
Just like all those toys.
What's that cardboard box?
I'm gonna put it for sale and say this is Gary's lunchbox.
No, like many things in life, my lunchbox is actually bigger than the one that I gave you.
Oh, thank you.
All right. I'll ask you guys. The Realm has been attending NJCC, for the past few years, and for the past year and a half, we've been going as vendors to this show. So we're no longer spectators there. We actually gonna have a whole table, the Rock Island, as we call it, full of goodies. So we're pretty much vendors there now at every single NJCC. So do any of you guys that are selling at the show, do you still kind of go with the intention to buy anything, or is just selling the thing?
It's all you fucks. I already owe money like everybody that's up here. And then everybody else that's not up here. Chris and whoever else is going.
Give me the money, Dave. Give me the money.
I'm going to NJCC to pay you motherfuckers. So I'm paying to hang out with them, essentially. I'm paying to hang out with you all.
My friendship doesn't come cheap, Dave.
I know, Dom. $5 more than everybody else.
Woohoo!
That's a good point, though, Jose. I don't know. I'm one of those people. I do like to try and buy something while I'm there, because I'll associate the memory with that item. And even if today's point, if it's a planned pickup, so like the Toy Con, I still, I was very thankful to get the Voltron from you. So that was in the back of my head all day when I was shopping. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna get this pretty big pickup, later on today, so I can be a little more cognizant. But I still knew I was getting it. I was getting that item from you in that setting. And
yeah.
How many
so that
times, Gary? How many times when like you saw something and you're really actually liking it, and I'm like, why don't you just buy it? And he's like, no, I'm buying that Voltron, so I gotta be careful.
Dude, I didn't. Those freaking. I owe Brian too because I passed on all those Mythic Legions that were there. Before we really got into them.
We all passed on them.
And I was back and forth. I was carrying that fucking troll around for a little while. I'd touch it. The character that Brian got me later on because he saw me going back and forth like 5 times. But I'm like, you're thinking, right? I'm gonna drop several $100, or I'm gonna drop another $30, and you try to be somewhat responsible with it, but at the end of the day, to your point, like every NJCC I've been to, which this will be my 3rd, I buy something from somebody there, somebody I know, or just from one of the other vendors, just because it's fun to do.
Right. Well, with us, Gary, like I feel like why we do the swap like the way we do is because obviously we get along with each other, right? So we're all into the same shit, for the most part. So the stuff you're selling is something we've either talked about or you bought and I didn't get or whatever. So most of the swapping, it's because we have the same collecting habits. You know what I mean? Because there's stuff at the show that none of us touch. We just look at it. It looks cool. There's a lot of in NJCC. There's a lot of like really like retro shit. Yeah, like it's like like an 80s room on the other side of the room, and we're like for the most part, aside from a few other vendors, we're the most modern sellers there. Like we have the stuff that's 2-3 years, last 2-3 years old, not stuff from the 80s and 90s like some of the other vendors have. So
do you want to put the claimer out there that like it's like we're all on the island, but don't get mad when you like see the same figure on one table and other figure at another table on the same island.
Like we're like big toy store or something.
So. That was interesting because we were all wearing the same shirt. And the guy's like, "Why is it this price here and that price over there?" I'm like, I don't know.
So don't get upset because we were all different.
Just buy my Sun Surge. My Sun Surge is better.
Yeah, that's right. My Sun Surge is better.
We're all under the same umbrella, but we're all selling separately. So just that's the reason. So.
It's also kind of cool to listen to your friends like talk about like, man, I really don't want to take this home. Yeah. And then you're like, I'll take it home. I'll take it home. I'll wait till the end of the day and see, like Jay Ruse, right? Me and him shared the table last time I was there, and he had this little Batman lunchbox, little tin. Batman lunchbox, and he had it for like I don't know $7 to start or something like that, and he kept knocking it down $1 until the end of the show. I was like, I'll give you $1 for it. He's like, take it. He was like, take it. I was like, cool. I said, I know what I'm going to use this for. I'm going to use it to put some weed in there. That's my stash pot. Okay, I waited to the end. I was like, I'm not paying $4 for that. I'm waiting till that shit gets down to $1 because he kept changing it. And I got it.
I don't know if I'm looking for anything specifically at this show. I don't know. There's always something that catches. I don't know. Like for instance, I bought that Dark Knight figure arts from you, Jose. It's like you know what? I need a Batman. I forgot I need to pick up a Batman. I don't know. I think there might be. Sometimes people sell loose Marvel Legends, like from 2-packs and stuff. Sometimes I'll pick one up here and there. But if it's a figure that looks interesting, that I have no idea who this person is, but sometimes I'll get it. I am looking for a Jurassic Park Ellie Sadler figure, which is only sold at Target, and someone drove around the entire East Coast and bought them all from all the Targets that I've been from.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I checked the one here in Albany too, Brian. I couldn't find it for you.
So I'm sure someone will have it there. And also, I think I'm going to dip my toe into this Vitruvian hacks thing.
I forgot about it.
I know they're only 3 3/4, but I think I at least want to pick up 2. Every time I walk by, I'm like, these are so cool. I just want to pick up on them. So,
you know what the nice thing about those is I found is they've had I think they call them seasons. They've had like 3 or 4 seasons, but each season has like 4 or 5 different waves.
Mm-hmm.
You can still get a lot of the old stuff.
Yeah.
They'll have everything that they've made there.
Yeah.
That's what's nice. And I don't know if you also saw, they have a Kickstarter up right now to do mounts, like customizable mounts.
You mean
For
like
horses?
Or-
Like, yeah, they could be like Pegasus or unicorns, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, what are you fucking talking about? What is this shit? What are you talking about?
it's smaller.
Dude.
It's smaller mythic legions, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to get into that shit, Dave.
Nah,
they
nah.
could be your hobbits for your mythic legions.
But it's good. But it's
They
good.
have
It's
they have
good.
gnomes and gremlins and stuff and goblins. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And they got like skulls.
It's
They
mostly
got-
like soldiers and
Yeah, they
stuff,
have
right?
like soldiers and skeletons and like snake people and
I don't know,
Knights.
they
it's
got
like
these-
it's like
It's a lot of mythology. It's
Throw them
yeah,
in the Mythic
it's-
Legion chat. We'll just change the name to that and that.
Hacks.
but they got these like heroine like archer chicks. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like elves and
They're
but they're
good.
GI Joe size, you know what I mean? They're 3/4.
I'll give Brian credit. He's done something else I think is really cool. I've watched him. Really, I've said this before, so I'm not going to beat the dead horse. So he really connects well with people that he's, that are interested in stuff he's got for sale. But if someone's got kids, he does a real nice. He's real generous with them. He plays if the kids are with them that are interested in it, and he buys from kids that are selling. I've seen him make some deals, and let the little Kid Joe thing or whatever it might be, and he'll be like, just like you said, he'll be like, yeah, I need this awe striker. I'll take it. I've got a
Dude, you
snake eyes
remember
at home.
that?
I
Yeah.
need this for that. I think that's where people look at it, like that environment, like, and especially I'll use myself as an example. Like, I don't have any kids, so I don't get to go shopping and take some out and see them kind of get excited about stuff. Not the same stuff, but their own thing. And it's pretty cool when you see different generations of people in that environment, especially knowing that, they won't see toy stores the same way, that we've kind of gotten to do it. So I think when you kind of keep that in mind of who's shopping, but just make sure that, it's not a father-son team trying to scam you out of that third-party toy real cheap. Because it's like, well, I need that Fans Toys figure for my son. Sir, he's 2. Yeah, no, he likes it a lot.
He's saying, "Don't get swindled. Don't get swindled."
Yeah, you gotta be. You can be generous, but you gotta stay frosty, right? Just like the movie.
And Gary, to your point, I mean, I brought stuff to that last show that I was like, I'm gonna have to find the right person to buy this. Like, it was some kind of like Mega Block set or something. I forget what the hell it was. I don't even know why I owned it, but I just remember that guy was eyeing my Scoria. His kid was eyeing that thing. I was like, dude, I'll cut you, because I knew I was never gonna sell that set. I was like, dude, you buy this Scoria, your son's coming home with this too. And he's like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah.
All right. So has anyone on this panel or in the chat ever sold like luggage for a department store ever? I know it's a crazy question.
No.
So bear with me. I have a point.
No. Sounds
So
like
when-
a Wonder Years episode plot or something like that.
No, this is what Brian is exceptional at. When you sell luggage, like there's 7 of us on this panel, I don't sell one item to 7 different people. I find the one guy who's taking a trip with his wife, and I sell you 8 pieces of luggage all at once, and I put the whole package together for you and tell you why you need all these different things, how long it's going to last you for the next 10 years. And that's what Brian does. You don't go to his you don't listen. People need to know you don't go to his table and buy the one Thundercats figure that you've been looking for. You buy his entire Thundercats set, and he upsells you. And then you walk away with some random Hot Wheels car and some other trinket from his childhood. And before you know it, he's putting a $100 bill in his pocket.
That's right.
And then he like goes back into the bins and he like refreshes his inventory. And like 10 minutes later, his display is completely different than it was the last time he walked past it. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good.
That is true.
skilled.
Yeah.
I've seen him wheel and deal on that too, man. It's incredible.
So much
take
fun.
Notes. Gotta take notes.
There's another aspect to this. And
Yeah.
okay, it's funny that you mentioned that I bought that Ostriker from that kid, because I was like, this kid is no one's buying his stuff off his table, and that thing was really reasonably priced, and it was neat. And I was like, just gotta spread the experience around. It all comes back around to you.
That's part of, and again, I think being in a sales environment professionally, I like that it's fun to watch all different sides of the transaction. I think that's actually one of the things I enjoy about being in that setting.
Yeah. I'm not looking for anything in particular, but I am looking forward to grabbing like the stuff that I'm supposed to get from the rest of y'all. So really appreciate that. Brian,
Dude,
Dom,
Jose,
Gary, all three of you got stuff for me.
Jose is bringing his Hungar and Ripper Snapper with him to the con. I know he is. He's like, I'm going to combine this right now.
And you know what? I'm seeing him right behind you, and I'm like, I don't know that feeling yet.
There he is.
All that Powder Prime stuff that you guys got. Yeah, because with the Toys R Us's now shut down, my options for shopping here are like super limited. I have a Kmart that never has anything. And there are Targets, but the stuff is never in stock like here in the city. Like I have to get lucky to find anything on the actual shelves. So, you guys seem to live in the lands of milk and honey. So I appreciate it. Anybody else want to chime in? Anybody just going with the focus on selling, or are you looking for stuff too?
I'm always looking for stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I always have a list, or an ever-growing list, I guess. And I always see stuff that piques my interest. That whether it's like something vintage that I had as a kid, you know what I mean? I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
Or something completely new. Mythic Legions was a good example for that. You know what I mean? So
I like when people share their stories too. Like just like we do on the different podcasts, and you'll be there with someone. And Dave will be like, "Oh, that Ewok is such and such, and that reminds me of why I like Star Wars." When he sees like a similar item, and I don't know, this might sound a little bit cheesy, but it's pretty cool. When I got that. I got that toy for this birthday from this family member, and or I got this for this report card. And because I think that's what drives a lot of us through this whole hobby is that kind of nostalgia piece. We talk a lot about that, but when it triggers a memory, it's pretty neat to be there when it happens.
And like speaking of memories, I mean, you had mentioned before, like you'll try and purchase something at the show to act as like, this represents this time at NJCC. Blah blah blah. Yep. And I'm with all these guys.
Yep.
It still has that sort of effect on me as well. You know what I mean? Even though I probably walk away with a whole lot more than I should, but as far as toys,
like for example, like the what is it, the Castle Grayskull that I bought in the last I forgot last year at NGCC. When I look at that, it's going to remind me of that show and remind me of the time running out in the parking lot, Dust giving me a bunch of shit about it. It's just just a lot of fun. It's just those kind of stories. Get what's the word I'm looking? Tapered with those toys that you purchase and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right.
But I want to.
Some dudes in the chat.
Sorry, Jose.
No, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to open. I had two questions for you guys. Regarding negotiation with sellers, what are your thoughts about that? Because is it a rule of thumb that if prices are not on an item, the price can be negotiated? If price is on the item, do you feel like you can still negotiate with the guy?
Yeah, of course. Sure. You're better off asking than not.
Gotcha.
I mean, worst they're gonna say is no or go fuck yourself.
Exactly.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, personally, if I don't see the price, that's an open sign that hey, negotiable. Like that, definitely negotiate. If I feel like it's fair, I tend to never try to be like, hey, can I get this for cheaper? Unless I'm gonna bundle it like with something else. Like if I'm buying 2 or more items, then I'll ask for like a slight discount. But if I'm just picking up one thing and I think it's priced fairly, I don't usually ever haggle.
Because I just bring up the question because I've been selling for a while and I've used several tactics, and sometimes I won't put prices on my items. I'll just leave it out there. Then that gives you the opportunity to see what the seller is interested in. Because typically, if you have all your price tags on everything, you don't know what they're interested in. They see the item, see the price, and sometimes they're just shy to negotiate or ask, and they walk away. Conversation is not there. That's why, like, I find it, because then I've overheard certain other, I watched other YouTube channels in regards to conventions and people, like, when they approach a dealer that doesn't have a price from a buyer's perspective. It seems kind of shady. I understand that. Like, I can understand somebody not having a price on it, that he might just, pluck a price out of his ass, depending on the way you look, whatever the case may be. But, from a seller's perspective, I just I like to just convey to people. Sometimes, the reason why I wouldn't put a price on an item or put prices on a table is because I want you to come up to me and ask me what the price of this is, so we can open that dialogue and have that conversation. Because I feel sometimes, like, when you have prices on everything, people tend just to look at the price, look at the item, and if it's not what they're looking for, or if that's the price, not the price that they're looking for that particular item, they'll walk away, and you'll miss that conversation. You'll miss that discussion and stuff like that. So it's just something that I've experienced over the years. Kind of, I see it in both perspective, from a buyer's and from a seller's perspective. But, like, it's just been so funny because I had this conversation with Brian when we started first selling, and sometimes, what's your what do you put prices on it? Do you not put prices on it? Feel like, how, because sometimes when prices are on items, some people are shy and don't even come up to you and go, oh, would you do 30 instead of 35, would you do 30, something like that. They're not willing to do that.
But wouldn't that work both ways? Of somebody that's shy and probably doesn't want to ask the big hairy monster how much that toy is, like, like, if it has no price on it, I don't want to ask him. Like, he might kill me and bite me or something.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it depends on your demeanor, at the table, right? Because some people are real friendly, some people, like, aren't very personable that you walk by. So, because it can go either way.
But, like,
I see Dom's point.
95% of the time, when there's no price on it, you're interested in that item, regardless if you're shy or whatever the case may be. You're gonna ask the seller or the dealer that, what do you have on this? Because that's an item that you're interested in. Now, as a seller, I'm like, okay, he's interested in this item, and then I give him a price, and and then I see his reaction to the price. Then I can always work with him on the price, and then I'll be like, okay, can you instead of 45, I'll do 40, and, like, really pitch him the sale and try to get him to buy. But
you'll do that, Dom, for real? You'll drop the $5? No.
But you know what, though? It's a good perspective.
Yo, Jose, everything that I got for you is fucking $5 for me.
Told you. I said that at the beginning of the show, man.
It's just like what JD said, though, and it never hurts to ask. And that's the thing. Like, if you're selling and someone makes you an offer and you think it's, like, low or you think it's ridiculous, then just say, nope, I can't do that. People take it so fucking, they get so personal. Like, it's a personal attack on you. And
I've seen Dom shut him down, They'll be like, yo, can I get this for this? He's like, no, nah,
but, like, listen, that's taken, like, just understand it. It's taken a long time for, like, believe me, when I first started selling, I hated saying no. Like, I would always try to figure out how to sell an item and make a person happy and everything like that. And it was just so hard to say no. But, like, eventually, when you, like, I'm not in the business of I buy some inventory just to sell inventory to make some money so I can bring it back into my collection, so I can finance my collection and, all this hobby that we call, what we have here. But, like, the thing is that when you start doing that, and then all of a sudden you look at your bottom line, and I'm like, oh my God, I did a lot of favors and I'm not making any money. And as a business, believe me, businesses do get involved in doing too many favors, and sometimes you're gonna get burned for that. And
fuck you, you're still fucking charging me fucking retail for everything I fucking buy. Don't have to come at me like that on the air like this, okay?
Dom's right, though, because we we all paid for the tables just like any other vendor does, you know.
Yeah.
So there is a component there of you didn't just get a spot there to go set stuff up and try and sell it. So you have to be somewhat realistic, and at least even if you're doing it for fun and for your own hobby needs, to realize that you're trying to find a balance of this venue, right? Whatever venue, but this style of selling something at a show versus what you pay if you do it online on eBay and you pay fees and PayPal fees and you got to ship it and you calculate it correctly.
And you have a variety of sellers there. You'll have sellers that are just collectors getting rid of their extras. You'd probably find a good deal with them, and you'll have sellers there that acting as a business trying to make some money. Yeah. And then you have sellers in there that are doing things that from other talents like drawing, like paintings and drawings and stuff, and selling their drawings and making a little bit of money off of that. So there's a variety of sellers and what they're doing there at that convention. So
some sellers will be very attractive and others not so much.
So like when you see me and I'm good looking, and then you see Dave next to me, don't get scared. He's approachable. He looks like a little Quasimodo, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
well, Dom, you said the correct word, business. And most businesses are not in business to break even. You are there to make money, make a profit, and do what you need to do. So that's definitely understandable. I don't think anybody, even like you selling stuff at retail, like I don't think anybody could complain about the prices usually at our island at that convention, because we have the best prices there, like hands down.
And believe me, you got like a lot of people have to understand like supply and demand and all that good stuff, but you like there are sometimes you could catch a good deal, and when you catch a good deal, you should be happy about that. And then at the end of the day, if there is a person that has a figure that you want, and I've been there, I've done it, like at last convention I wanted those Zeo Power Rangers. And I've never seen them in stores. I never fucking see them in stores at all at that particular time. And I saw a dealer that had them, and the green one and the yellow one, and I like the green one and the blue one. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy. He was charging $30 for it, and I'm like, you know what? I'll pay over retail because I'm probably not gonna find them. I'm probably never gonna get a chance a chance to get them. And then if I don't buy them now for a little $10 more, at the end of the day, they're going to be like $40, $50 in the next year. Yeah. So, like, I made that decision. Now I see them everywhere. Like, do I regret that I bought it for $10 more? No, but that was the decision I made at that particular time.
You never knew. You can't call that shit.
Exactly.
It's just like the Black Saber Star Wars stuff that I was going crazy for looking for last year, and now they're reissuing most of it.
Exactly. And it's like, you never know. It's all about anticipation. And it's like, at the end of the day, I've been on the other side where I got burned, where I thought, I'm going to find that figure. Like how many people passed up on that Jabba, just a retail Jabba? You know what I'm saying? Like it was in stores like crazy. It was it was priced down, like even the Slave Leia, like that was priced down in clearance. But then all of a sudden it goes away. Nobody can find it. And then all of a sudden you're like, crap, I didn't pick up that figure. Now it's like, triple the cost because now you can't find it. And whoever has it or reselling it is going to ask for the price that people are willing to pay. So, so it's I've been burned on the other side where I passed up because I thought I was going to be able to grab it. And then all of a sudden, 6 months down the road, I'm like, crap. I have to buy it. And I'm in that same predicament right now with the Storm collectibles. I want to get those Sub-Zero, and I want to get Scorpion, and that's what I'm going to be looking for tomorrow. If this weekend, if I can find them, if I can find them for retail, that'd be great. But if I find them for $80, I might have to pay $80 to get them.
Do you have the other ones?
No, I don't. I have the all black one.
The Noob Saibot.
The Noob Saibot. Yeah. So
you should just get the special edition ones. Those are plenty.
And we had that discussion, GD. Like that's what I'm kind of debating on which ones am I going to go for.
I mean, that's what broke me. I'm like, dude, I really want these. I can buy all the special edition ones right now. They have them all in stock.
What's the difference?
They're all bloody. They're all bloody.
Yeah.
The special editions are all bloody.
Should be.
And then and JD has a point. There are Mortal Kombat. That was what the video game was all about. It's about the blood. And at the end of the day, why not buy the ones that had the blood on it?
Yeah, but the blood didn't stay on the sprites when you were playing the game.
Exactly.
When they got punched and shit.
Exactly.
You got to make your choice there.
Yeah, it's like I'm happy that they're doing both, but at the end of the day, it's still a battle with me on which one I'm going to go with. So,
yeah. All right. Well, in the chat, Jisk, shout out to Jisk, chilling in the chat. He said there's no negotiating with the devil, but
exactly.
He says he always asks for discounts though, because he says you never know unless you ask. So he asks. Eric B, he says he typically only asks for discounts on multiples. So I said that too. I'm of that same mentality. Jason L, shout out to him. He's in the chat. He said I made off with all this dough last year at the last show. Yeah, I did. Him and his family supported my table greatly. And shout out just some other heads in the chat. Rogue War 71. We got Chat Wingham. Got MP Collector. Antoine Mega 81. We were keeping Deluxe entertained during this workout. So shout out to some of you guys in the chat hanging out tonight. Appreciate it. Move along. Let's move along.
I just want to say real quick, like, people, and we probably say this every time we go to a convention, but like, if you don't know us, you're on the page, or you watched a show or whatever, don't be a dummy. Just come out and like give us, pinch somebody's butt or just something stupid. You know what I mean? Just say, hey, what's up? I'm so and so. I watch. I'm in the group. Or whatever.
If you're a girl fan, I have no problem with you coming up and pitching my ass. But if you're a guy, don't pitch me my ass because that's kind of weird.
That's all I'm gonna do all weekend.
Oh, damn!
I'm right next to you.
Look at him looking around because he made that comment looking for his wife. Look. I'm about to catch a chancla on your face.
That's right.
Oh shit, she's coming, Dave. Hide.
Dom's ass.
You better hide.
It's gonna hurt for him to sit down. He's gonna end up standing the whole show.
Hey, there's one more move that I've only done once and it worked. All right,
reach
stop short.
With a vendor at a convention, right? So when you get towards the end of the day and you know what you want, and you already know what you're willing to pay for it. So let's say it's a $50 item and you got 40 in your pocket. Grab it and you go, hey, look, this is all I got. Take the money out and you show it to them.
Yeah.
Like here it is. Like just take it out of your pocket and hand it. And I would say 50% of the time it'll probably work. Yep. It worked for me the first time I did it. So I'm just trying. That was 100%. But
I do the same thing, Dave.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing I was gonna say, Dave, to expand on.
Flash the cash.
Is exactly come with cash.
Yeah.
Because fucking credit cards that fucks up the rhythm, man. And there's that percentage. Fuck that shit.
Brian likes cash, no plastic.
Yeah, and you can't if you're buying something with PayPal or Venmo or whatever electronic source you're using to send your money. Don't fucking say, all right, 35 is all I got. Because if you're telling me, you got is $35 in the bank, you shouldn't be buying this fucking toy.
Yeah, you shouldn't be there.
So if you're sending me that shit from your bank account, you could pay the $40 that I asked for it. All right, buddy?
Dude, last show, this guy came up to me. He was paying cash and PayPal.
He was dipping deep.
Yeah, that's one thing I regret. This, like last show, I had some of the exclusives from TFCon. This I don't think I got anything to catch your eye this time, so we'll just have to see.
And regarding to cash, that ATM in that hotel runs out fast.
Yep.
So if you're coming to the show and you're relying on ATMs or just make sure understand the fact that ATM runs out fast, and so bring the cash with you so you don't have to be like, I'll just hit up the ATM in the lobby, and then all of a sudden there's no money in that ATM and you have to drive down a couple freaking blocks to go to the next ATM or something like that.
Better off just stopping on the way there.
Yeah, and grabbing some
bank
cash
up or whatever, hitting an ATM up somewhere else.
Because I've seen a lot of buyers come and then they don't have the cash, or they want to buy that last item thing and they only have $20, and then that's $60. They think they're going to go to the hotel lobby and hit that ATM, and then all of a sudden that ATM is out of money and you can't do it.
Nope. Yep. It's done. Yep. All right. The whole panel that's on tonight is going to be at the show. So does anybody want to shout out real quick what they're going to have on the table? Give the people a preview.
We don't have 4 hours for Dom to go, so
I'm selling Dave. So like
I
in like
said a preview.
15
So-
A preview, not the
15
show.
minutes. Hour
I go home
increments.
with JD.
Yeah, hour increments. I'm selling Dave on my table.
I have a bunch of like older Transformer stuff, like Titans Return, Combiner Wars,
Yeah.
Universe, Generations. Yeah, I have a bunch of that stuff that I'm still selling. I sold about half of what I had last time. And I want to make a quick apology to the guys that I accused of stealing my stuff. I now remember, I remember this a couple months ago. The guys that like swarmed me right as I was setting up, that like he bought like two. He opened it up, saw what was in it, and was like, "All right, we're counting these up." And those were the first two things to go. So nobody, last time
good.
I said,
Nothing
Oh,
was
so
missing.
you got
nobody
money for
stole
what you.
anything. Yeah,
so
you got
nothing
the
to
money. Oh, okay.
yeah. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Dave, what are you bringing? You got anything to sell?
I'm bringing
Hot
the
toys.
Hasbro Sunstorm and Acid Rain, Acid Storm, whatever his name is.
yeah.
Fucking, what else am I bringing? Anything of note? Not really. I mean, I'm just bringing. I got a few doubles of SA Figure Dragon Ball Z stuff I'm selling.
Okay.
What else? Just a bunch of just stuff I brought last time. Classics, Transformer classic stuff that I don't want anymore. Some
Alright.
GI Joe stuff and some 3 3/4 Star Wars things.
Nice.
Vintage collection stuff.
Not really vintage, more of the clone era
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Brian, what were you gonna be chugging?
No chugging. Actually, I do have a Chug Blitzwing that I need to sell still, and a Chug Whirl. But I actually have a full Sasquatch wave that I'm selling as a wave only. I'm curious to see if that'll go. I mean, it's got the Deadpool in there and the gray Deadpool and the Cable in there. I mean, I figure it'll sell.
Marvel Legends. So you're competing with Dom.
Yeah. It'll be no competition between me and Dom, that's for sure.
He said, "I'll eat you, Dom. I'll fucking eat you."
I have
Brian, you think you're better than me?
His prices will be.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Jose, you're between me and him, so shut the fuck up.
I have a sealed box MP10B that Gary needs to buy for me. He just doesn't know it yet.
Oh, we'll see. Maybe.
Let's see. I have a yellow Make Toys Giant, which was a mistake.
Oh no,
that needs to go.
How much gin and tonic did you drink that?
Well, it was on Black Friday sales. Like, I always wanted that mold, blah, blah, blah. But Hercules won out. And I was like, you know what? I'll get a yellow one. And then I get it. And I'm like, what the fuck do I need a yellow Devastator for? It's stupid. I was like, I don't know. It's maybe it'll sell, maybe it won't. We'll see.
Hey, you never know. There's some G2 fans out there.
Yep. So, but like I still have the that Hasbro STCC exclusive. The what were they? The Titan Killers or whatever. The 3 fembots. I still got that set.
Yeah.
I forget what they were called. And then I've got just a bunch of recent retail stuff that I picked up just to help Wheel and Deal get some of this older stuff off my table.
Nice
stuff that I know was probably going to be hard to find that people will want. Because
Brink said I buy more stuff to sell some more old stuff.
It's like, for instance, I have the Hulkbuster 2-pack, right? I'm just gonna sell it for retail, just to because I know that there's probably gonna be some people who missed out on it, and yeah, so that's sad. And I can't think. There was a couple other things like Shit, I just can't think. I have a huge Mr. Potato Head Darth Vader. I don't know why I own this.
You still got him?
Yeah, so it's gonna go up there.
He's our table mascot.
Yeah. Be careful. You might just go home some sad looking kid. Who knows if no one buys it? I don't know. Don't know if I'm willing to. I've decided to keep Elagos on the shelf a little bit longer. I think, even though the Fans Toys Cyclonus is coming, so we'll see. Shall see. Nothing big this year.
All right. I know Dom, you got a lot of legends and stuff. You bringing in some Transformers stuff.
I got a lot of legends, a lot of Black Series stuff. So some hard to find stuff from those waves, older waves. I still have some older, hard to find figures. So if you're in the vicinity, just stop by. I do have some Transformers. I have some third party stuff.
Like what?
Don't worry about it.
You're better off saying it now, dude.
You see it when you get there, Dave.
Like I have some I got a Quake Wave.
He said, "Fuck you! I don't want to tell you what I'm bringing."
Are you bringing? Is anybody selling Bagcube Warpath?
No, I'm not selling my Warpath.
All right.
I sold one Warpath, Bagcube Warpath to Jay Ruse one time. But no, I have some Fans Project core bots. Like I have the Robin, I have this and then I have what's the Brainstorm, not the Brainstorm, the Codex, which is what is it, Chrome Dome. So I have a couple of those figures. They were always good figures.
For sale. Yeah, those are
good
figures.
Cards for sale.
Yeah, and then I'll have some of those. Anything hard to get, I'll have. But that's pretty much it.
And you won't be paying those eBay scalper prices either. Dom doesn't.
Yeah, I just I usually, especially the stuff new. Like if it's out in the stores now, I only mark it up like to the $10 more than retail, which is like if you're buying a $19.90 $20 toy in the stores, which is like $22 after tax. But Brian lives in fucking Delaware? Is it Delaware?
It is Delaware, yes.
Yeah,
with Gary.
Which no fucking tax, which fuck Delaware. But
don't be upset when Brian and I undersell you to begin with.
Yeah, well,
don't worry about it.
But I make $8. Like I'm on the new stuff. I don't go anything higher than $30. But like older stuff, I tend to go 35, and depending on its rarity. But I got some Transformer Combiner War stuff. So I'll be competing with JD, but I know a lot of his stuff sold last time. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a lot of the really sought after stuff went right away.
Yeah, so
that's because he was standing up and fucking was able to sell to his customer.
You could actually see his face.
You're fucking horrible, dude. You're horrible.
It's the truth, bro.
Yeah, Chan was there smiling, you know what I'm saying? Fucking helping to seal the deal on those sales,
Oh, that don't
say. You guys bring your significant others to
Dave.
Just flash the winning smile. That's it.
Dave, that bulge in my pocket wasn't because I was happy to see you, bastard.
Oh, shit. What are you saying, Dave? I mean, Dom.
Okay.
So, what are you saying?
I'll sit all day long, and that bulge will still get bigger.
Are you talking about your third testicle? You fucking the tumor in your nuts, you maniac?
There you go.
Yeah, all right.
Fuck it.
Oh man, Jason Lowry in the chat. He said he was going to bring some Matty Collector Ghostbusters to sell and some Marvel Legends.
Hey, Jason, I'm bringing Matty Collector Ghostbusters. So you just leave yours at home. I forgot about that.
I'll also have some Mezco figures too. So if you guys are interested in Mezco figures, some of those exclusives that I have. I'm not.
Are you selling any pre-orders that you have for Mezco?
Yes, I have a lot of pre-orders available. But yeah, I was able to pick up some of those recent exclusives, so I have a couple for sale.
Nice. All right.
And then if anybody
else?
anybody missed out on, I think Brian, you have a set, but if anybody missed out on those Voltrons, those DreamWorks Voltrons, the classic series ones, I have a couple of those.
You're gonna have to start paying for this airtime, bro. This isn't fucking crazy Eddie, crazy Dominic's fucking sale of fucking toys.
Fuck that. You know what?
Right?
That's why I was not saying anything. Fuck you. I'm bringing nothing.
Good.
I'm bringing that stupid ass Mets hat that you have on your head. Sell that piece of garbage.
Cromdor is gonna have a table with us too and stuff. He's gonna have Masterpiece, Chugs, lots of odds and ends on his table. So
yeah, he and I are
said if you get there early, he's gonna give some early bird deals.
There you go. There you go.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have some like assorted third-party Transformer stuff. I'm probably gonna sell some of the unrustable bikes, or at least bring them. Like if they don't sell, trust me, I have no problem bringing those back home. But I will.
I want to check those out.
People better get in early and go hit up Jose's table because that's the place to be.
No, first hit mine up, so that I will be able to spread the wealth throughout.
There we go.
Universe.
Yes, hit JD's table so he can buy all my shit.
JD, when are you getting there?
What am I getting there?
When are you getting there? When?
We should be there Friday night.
Oh, all right, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so I'll have some little odds and ends, figure art, some random assorted figure arts and stuff like that. Chugs, loose chugs.
Jose's table.
Hopefully, I'll make some sales. Hopefully, every time I get worried, I'm like, man, I got less and less good stuff to bring. Like, so I'm like, man, I ain't gonna have shit for this table. But thankfully, things tend to work out. So.
Hey Jose, once you bring that KO Megatron and leave it underneath your table and see how many people ask you if it's for sale.
That fucking thing for me. That's
I'm
the killer.
actually gonna bring the real one.
That's the killer.
Yeah, I got that from Gary.
Like we traded something for it. No one looked at it at my table like all day. We trade, and then like 5 people are like, "Oh, is that for sale? Is that for sale?" On the other side of the fucking room. I'm like, really?
Yep. That was funny. And then the dude that was like checking out my bins underneath the table, and he saw that, and he was like, "Oh, is this for sale?" And I'm like,
out, right?
"Oh, yeah."
Yeah, he pulled it out. Yeah.
Yeah, he dug deep. And I was like, no, it's not for sale.
Jose's like, that's the $5 bin. That's the $5 bin. The guy's like, this is $5?
Oh man. Anybody else? JD, did you chime in? You chimed in. G Money, you bringing? I know you're not bringing a lot. Anything?
I'll bring a few things. I got a random assortment. Shut up, though. Asshole. Yeah, it may change between now and then, so we'll see.
All right.
Hey, once you sell your Jeep, if you need to get rid of it, put it on sale for the
back door might be big enough.
Gary's gonna fucking body slam you.
I know he is.
Does anybody bring anything weird? Like last show, I brought a radar detector and sold it. Was the last thing I sold.
Oh my god, that's so crazy,
dude. That's the thing. That's the challenge. Bring the weirdest thing you can possibly get. If you sell it, you win.
Okay. It's about to get weird.
It is.
All right. Well, let's give the people out there the details about the New Jersey Collectors Convention and JCC. The Realm of Collectors will be holding a meetup there, and it's being held this weekend, August 18th and 19th at the Holiday Inn at Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So some of the Realm guys are going to be heading down on Friday evening, I heard. So, if anybody's in the area that could go out on Friday night, hit up Dust Mites. I think Vinny's supposed to be, going also down on Friday. I'm not sure about anybody else, but
I might be going up Friday too.
All right, sweet. So, the guys might be hooking up for like a dinner or something Friday night for whoever's going down on that day. So just, pay attention to the Facebook group because I'm sure we'll be posting in there about it. The Realm has donated towards one of the door prizes for the show. We're going to be donating the Transformers MAS 02 Megatron, which is that big 18-inch Megatron that just recently came out. Looks really, really cool. So, anybody attending the show this weekend will have a chance to win that if you grab some raffle tickets. We were all very happy to donate the piece, and we wish good luck to the eventual winner. As mentioned, like I said, most of the BTM crew, actually all of us will be there. Bricks on the Dollar from Stasis Lock is going to be there with a table with tons of stuff on sale. Crashbox Customs.
He's going to have a mountain of beasts.
Beast War. Yeah, beasties.
Yeah, tons of Beast Wars. If you're into Beast Wars, Bricks will have it for you. So check them out. Crashbox Customs is going to be in the house with some dioramas on display. Etchbox will be in the house as well, with all the glassware and pins and stuff like that. So don't miss an opportunity to come down and, hang out and, pick up something really nice. I think a certain Skull Face reviewer is going to be in the house as well. So don't miss out on all the good times ahead this weekend. So, come on down if you're in the tri-state area. I know, Russ and Anna are coming up with Jason and Bethany, Justin L, Tyler F. They usually make the trip to this show. I know Tron Viper is going to be coming through this weekend. I think Retro Now is supposed to be coming through, and maybe some people we don't even know are going to be coming up. Asian Kid Matt surprised us the last time, which was pretty cool. To see him and catch up and stuff. So guys, we stress it enough. Like if you're in the area, come through. I'm saying? It's not too bad of a trip, and we're all gonna have a good time. I know Dust and I are planning on taking a lot of pictures and videos to share the experience and stuff. We're going to be going live in the Facebook group. We'll be going live and be posting a lot of pics and the videos in the group. So, for anybody that can attend, we're going to try to do our best to make you guys, feel like you're part of the experience there. So, any last words from anybody else on NJCC? I think we could probably wrap on that.
Yeah, I think that's good.
No, that's good, buddy.
You did a good job.
All right. So good stuff, guys. Good stuff. So before we head out for the evening, let's just run it down the line and get some where you ats. And of course, the ROC Hangout will continue once this show goes off the air. So look out for the link in the Realm of Collectors Facebook group. Brian Brink, I'll start with you, buddy.
You can find me, Brian Brink, in the Facebook groups at Brinklizer on Instagram. And as you said, Cherry Hill, New Jersey this weekend. Bring them
Cherry Hill. Cherry Hill.
All right. Big Dom.
You can find me at Dominic Grasso in the Facebook groups and Cherry Hill this weekend. Tuesdays with you guys. And I still love you, Gary. I love. It's all love, Gary.
Oh, my feelings aren't hurt at all. Don't worry.
I just want to make sure. I know you're fragile.
Dude, I'm still gonna hug you on. I'm still gonna hug you on Saturday. Don't worry. Don't worry.
He's gonna hug you around the waist.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I might have to wait a minute or two before I throw the link out, just in case you guys are freaking brawling when people jump in.
No, let them come in.
Yeah.
You're gonna be hitting that button. All right. Next up, Energon Addict.
Yo, Tuesdays here with you guys this weekend at NJCC. If
Under the table.
Don't know on Instagram, Energon Addict on Instagram, and David Cologne on the Facebook groups. And Dom, go fuck yourself.
Awesome.
I bring grease under the table action.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Ewok, you. I'm trying to make him look at the screen.
Gary Allen in the Facebook groups. We talked enough about this weekend, but you'll see me in the next several weeks trying to make a relocation to the great state of New York, where all the cool guys live. So I'm happy to be part of that elite group very soon. It will be a new adventure for the family.
You're a New Yorker, Gary.
Gonna try, dude. Fucking Albany is like right next to Canada. I fucking didn't realize like it's so far north.
Yeah, I think you're 2 hours away from Montreal.
Yeah, I think so. But hey, I don't have to worry about hurricanes anymore. I got that going for me.
Mm-hmm. You just blizzards.
Yeah, bust out the 4-wheel drive. Yeah,
dude, it's fucking cold up north there.
Yep.
It's all right. I'll put on more muscle. I'll be fine.
That's all you gotta do.
I'm so jealous.
right. JD.
Yeah, you can find me here with you guys every Tuesday. JD Brocious in the Facebook groups. Pigment Surgery on Instagram and Xbox Live. And this weekend at NJCC, chalking some chugs.
HAD.
Hey, Dom.
Can you go ho 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 just once for me?
Ho! Give me my money.
Oh no!
How that? Right here, bitch.
Baby, I got your money.
I wasn't going there, but
that was a catchy song.
The funny thing is, like back in high school, people called me dirty.
He called you dirty?
Old dirty Brocious.
Old dirty.
Nice.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, dirty Brocious. I'm gonna start calling you old dirty.
Yep.
That'll be your intro from now on. That's it.
The old dirty meat.
All right, guys. That's
right.
Yep.
Hey, real quick.
Dirty
Brammer, happy birthday, man.
Oh yeah, happy
yes,
birthday,
sir.
Brammer.
Oh, that's
Happy
right.
birthday,
Brammer. Birthday, boo boo.
Bramalama Ding Dong Day.
Yup. He shouted out in the chat some of the stuff he got today. Some pretty nice spoils for the birthday boy. So that was pretty nice.
Nice.
Pretty
Spoiled
nice.
bastard.
Yep. All right, guys. As for myself, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Xbox Live, and the PlayStation Network, all at Harrican BX, here every single Tuesday night with these gentlemen. And please check out Verbally Challenged with Harrican BX, available on all audio platforms and now on YouTube as well. The YouTube channel is called Verbally Challenged with Harrican BX. Look for it, subscribe, like, share, all that good shit.
Dave, why aren't you yelling at him? He's promoting his fucking show.
Because I like Jose. I don't like
2
you.
hours, Dom.
Damn. I'm discriminated against in this fucking chat. I tell you.
Pick it up with human resources.
I will.
All right, shout out.
I'll give Brian a call tomorrow.
He's gonna file that away and do not care folder.
Yeah. In those last 2 tubs that he's never looked at yet.
No, totally missed that. Sorry, I thought we stopped the show already.
No, we're good.
Not yet. All right, shout out to friends of the show at Figure Photography Crates on Instagram, tfprototype.com, third party TF Crashers on Facebook, kumastyle.com, Retro Now on YouTube, TKO, the Blackout Shout Crew, and now Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater Podcast coming at you every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the MPSP YouTube channel. Check those guys out, if you will. Remember to check out the website, realmofcollectors.com. Rockbox pre-orders are live on the site up until September 3rd or until we sell out. And it looks like selling out is a real possibility. We're about 60% through inventory, guys. So get your pre-orders in while you can. Remember, you have a choice of a white or black t-shirt. And pre-ordering the Rockbox will give you 2 entries into the Agabucks.com $200 raffle at TFCon Chicago 2018. Any proceeds made from the merchandise just goes right back into what we're doing here as a group, guys. So we always appreciate the love and support from the community. Join us on Facebook where there's a group, Realm of Collectors. We're on Instagram at Realm of Collectors. Be sure to visit Crashbox Customs for all your Mezco 112 needs. Send any What's in the Fucking Box and Shelf Life videos sent to the realmcast@gmail.com. Breaking the Mold is a proud part of the Cool Table, so please pull up a chair. It's a network hub for like-minded podcasts, including Into the Realm, Plastic Fanatics, Shattercast Uncut, Toy Detox, Nerd Rage Radio, Beer and Bolts 40K, Stasis Lock 8 weeks, building up to it, and Fresh Communication. You can find a Cool Table on Facebook and subscribe to all these other great podcasts on iTunes and Google Play. All right, guys, that's the show for tonight. Thank you to everybody watching and listening. We are the R.O.C. We're not going anywhere, so get to know us. We'll see you next week. See you at NJCC this weekend, and hop into the hangout.
Hey, don't be shy, guys. Come and say hello. Say hi.
All right.
Have a week, guys.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
So long.
Later.